You know that you're gonna have to care for your parent eventually, but you always think it's gonna be down the road. My mom and I are like best friends. My parents divorced when I was in 6th grade. So it's kind of been, my mom raising me as a single parent. Since she has a neurodegenerative disease, there's no cure. Like, it's only gonna continue to get worse. I was living in New York City. I would go home to visit. I just noticed little things were off. She'd have little falls. She was having these like fainting spells that were happening. We talked every single day. And there was one day when I called her in the morning and I couldn't get a hold of her. My mom was supposed to go to dinner with a friend. So the friend comes over and she's like, your mom's not answering the door. She calls me, she's like, mom's not answering the door, her car's here, we don't know what's going on. And my mom was like passed out cold in her bedroom. We don't know how long that was. And that was really scary to think that all of a sudden my mom she just couldn't live alone anymore, and it wasn't safe for her. After that, it was just like the game changer. You say there's like that pivotal moment at certain points in your life when you know that everything is gonna change. I dropped my life and I flew down to Florida from New York. As a millennial, you're going through so many life changes, career, relationships, friendships, just adds a whole nother layer. I actually kind of hit like my lowest point when I first moved because I wasn't finding a job and there was this huge cloud over my head with the caregiving. I was depressed, because I thought this was gonna be my new normal. When I finally started self-identifying as a caregiver and really opening myself up to like this term and understanding that there's like this huge population of caregivers, I started slowly finding resources. I think at this point in my journey, for me, just having people my age that can relate to what I'm going through has moved mountains. Realizing that I can take my story and really help others and help make a difference, which is why I'm so at a place where I'm moving towards like really wanting to create a platform for myself to start speaking out about millennial caregiving and the struggles of millennial caregiving and really educate and advocate. A big thing for me in just really trying to manage like the emotional and mental strains of caregiving, you can meditate in 10 minutes. You can take 10 minutes to journal out your feelings. And living here by the beach and by water, taking a book if I can, and just being one with nature. I think the best piece of advice that I wish if I could go back in time and do it over is to ask for help. I didn't ask for help. Could you do it all by yourself? Sure. Is it gonna drive you into the ground and make you like absolutely lose your mind? I really wish I would have made an effort to start connecting with other caregivers, because when I don't show up at my best self, it affects her. I think the biggest reward is that when my mom's not here anymore, is knowing that I did everything I could to be there for her, to support her, to make sure that she was able to have like the best life that I could give her. And I think that a huge reward that's come out of this whole journey is that I kind of have realized like how much strength I have.
I'm Adrienne, and I'm a caregiver for my mom. EMD Serono, through its Embracing Carers initiative, is leading a call to action to support caregivers around the world, raising attention to the one thing caregivers need more of: time. Visit embracingcarers.com to commit your time to a caregiver in your life. Join Time Counts.